Hi everyone. So this is a video primarily addressed to people who are coming to this circle of being Kiloby inquiries module, or people that I work with that we are actively working with this non-dual awareness-based somatic modality Kiloby inquiries to process stuff. So it's another video where I will attempt to apply the method of processing on myself. So ultimately this KI, it's meant to be used on oneself. And that's what's special about it, self-facilitation. And as I promised to some of you, this is going to be an example of dealing with compulsion or addiction. I won't go into too much philosophical, intellectual context around working with addiction, although this is necessary. So I will put in the body of the message I talked in depth with Scott Kiloby. I picked his brain on his new model of recovery, what drives addiction, what's underneath, what's the phenomena, how to deal with it, how to become free from compulsion, how to work with the drivers. So I had over 3-hour talk focused on this. So I'll put it below. So if you don't know the context and this new model of recovery, it sounds very new to you, I suggest watch some videos first to understand the context. It's part 9 and part 10 of psychotherapy and non-duality YouTube series where I interview Scott Kiloby, and part 9 and 10 is about working with addiction, where we talk about it. Now I just want to do experiential KI on myself. And so this time I have something which is, I mean, each time I did self-facilitation, there was something real, but yeah, smoking tobacco for me started late in my life, and I had a few years of smoking tobacco, then I quit. Then I started again and I quit. And so usually I'm not smoking, and then I play with it from time to time. And so for maybe 2 months, it got much more hold into my system, much more than I would like. So here how it goes. American Spirits, I have it here, and I have a cigarette that I made. Actually, it will be used for our processing purposes. So this protocol you can use on any kind of addiction and compulsion. And in this understanding, in this model of addiction, is anything compulsive that we are engaging in, could be a substance, could be our activity. So a drug of choice, or watching YouTube all the time, or having on the phone, being on the Facebook or Netflix, binging, or chocolate. So some of them are illegal, some of them are fully legal, like this. So addiction is any compulsory activity we are engaging in order to alleviate current unpleasant or slightly unpleasant emotional, energetic experience. So we are trying to no longer feel something usually, and we are go for the substance. And it helps in the moment because we don't feel that, but then it comes back again, and we have a cycle of loop, and now we add maybe shame and inner war on ourselves. So I will use with tobacco, but you can use this with anything, with Facebook addiction, or with porn, or with seeking love on dating sites, or anything like you feel like is some compulsion. So let me just go straight into it. All right, so this is an awareness-based modality. So the way we go into it is we drop in from the usual conversational mode, more presence, awareness in the system. whatever you need to do for that. Work with clients and myself, the portal of awareness of breathing. Just staying with the movement of the air, the way into the belly. If there are any thoughts, images, anything from the day, I see them, but not go along with them. Let them go. Bring awareness back to the body breathing. And as the mind gets more quiet, I'm taking attention off the breathing and noticing inner space, the space in which sensations, images, cravings, sounds appear and disappear. Noticing that. And simply noticing without trying to change anything. Welcoming fully the phenomena without sticking to any of them. Okay, so we're ready to engage in the KI. One thing I forgot to say, which might seem strange for you guys watching this, but one top layer which maintains the addiction and compulsion in place, it's two opposing forces that are fighting with each other. Like wanting the cigarette, wanting it, or the chocolate, or the porn, or the alcohol, whatever you have. And another part of me is like, I shouldn't have it. It's not good for me. I don't want it. Why am I still doing it? I don't want this. I should stop. Come on. Wanting it and rejecting it. So what Buddha called craving and aversion. These are actually inbuilt. And usually we are staying at the level of these forces fighting within us. But it kind of keeps it in place. From one angle, the very aversion towards the substance and not wanting, or knowing that the thoughts and feelings that I shouldn't have it, if they are not brought to full awareness, they maintain the craving. So a lot of the first layers of it are connected to, this is called preoccupation, being preoccupied by the substance of activity, whether we seek it, want it, or we don't want it and avoid it, still focus on it. So in this new model of recovery, KI new model, before going to the suffering underneath, the drivers that generate the sense of unpleasantness or lack. So before we go into the deficiency stories, trauma, shame, whatever drives the compulsion, we are facing, bringing to awareness the what's on top. It's the level of the preoccupation. So you can replace, my cigarette with your own drug of choice or activity of choice is a compulsion. So bringing up in awareness the object of desire and simply seeing it. So welcome the drug of choice here in the field. Seeing images connected to smoking, or my favorite lighter, or this place I smoke, just seeing the actual cigarette. So looking at any images about that, and at the same time witnessing and allowing any reaction in the body about this. tuning into the inner body, seeing if there is any energy connected with this desire. I definitely notice something in my belly, some energy. Allowing this to be here completely. Not trying to fight it, not trying to do anything, but witness and allow thoughts, images, memories, and energies connected with this drug of choice. And awareness is just noticing. Without trying to change, analyze, get rid of. So we're going the first step, looking at the tobacco or whatever you have. First reverse inquiry is, I have no desire, no need to smoke tobacco now. You can replace with your own thing. I have no desire, no need to smoke tobacco now. Witnessing and allowing. The energy in my belly intensifies a little bit. Can repeat. I don't want to smoke now. Words, no, I do want to smoke. I want to smoke actually. Witnessing and allowing this thought, I want to smoke. Staying with this thought in awareness, taking the time for the thought to just be here, not fighting it. I do want to smoke as soon as possible. As a thought voice appears to awareness. Letting it be true, letting it be as it is. Fully allowing the energy in my belly. If I bring awareness, I bring energy, awareness into the energy in my belly. I don't want to smoke at all. A distinct energy in my belly, like I do want to. It says, if you were to say something, it says I do. Where's the lighter? Witnessing and allowing these thoughts and the energy without doing anything about it. No shame, no blame, no trying to get rid of. This energy in the belly, usually it's the silent craving. We just surf it, as they say. Allowing this energy fully with benevolent indifference. Still there, it's okay. All right, so next level, still a level of preoccupation inquiry, looking at the cigarette and saying and feeling into where I have energy. If you have energy during the inquiry in your body, sensation, contraction, bring awareness into that. Don't do it in the empty mind. Say the next level. It's okay to smoke as much as I want anytime. It's okay to smoke as much as I want anytime I want. Same thoughts come for me all the time. No, man, it's not okay. It's not okay. Letting these thoughts be here, witness it one at a time. It's okay to smoke as much as I want anytime. No, it's not okay. Just letting it be here. The energy connected with it. Why not? It's not okay. Let's see if there's any other thought in it. You're fooling yourself. I'm fooling myself. It's not good for me, this thing, man. It's not good for me. It's not good for me. I don't really like it, man. I don't like it. So just witnessing this thought, no going to a story. Fooling myself. It's not good for me. Not good for my body. I don't like it. So you're seeing the energy in the compulsion energy in my stomach diminished a little bit. It's okay. It's okay to smoke as much as I want. It's all good. I can do whatever I want with smoking. Now I should stop. It's bad for me. Witnessing this voice, not getting involved with it. It's okay. It's okay to smoke whenever I want. There's no problem smoking. Bullshit. No, I don't want to be hooked. I don't want to be hooked. I don't want to be a slave of some substance. That's not what I want to do in my life. Witnessing this thought. I don't want to be a slave. Let's play with it. It's okay to smoke. It's okay to be slave. It's okay to keep myself enslaved to this. You can do it, but you know how it is. You've done it before. It's so much better without smoking. Witnessing, allowing fully this thought. I'm not thinking about this. I'm not debating, not engaging with these thoughts. Stirring comes, letting it be. So this is a level of preoccupation. In this KI, it's really recommended to, the idea is to, the KI for recovery or working with compulsion is that unless we have third stage level of addiction, like where it's really harmful and dangerous, like alcohol every day, heroin, bad drugs every day, where it's like in third stage of addiction, where it's like very problematic and harmful. In that case, it's good to go to a detox and it's good to do whatever it takes to stop, because it's very advanced and it's hard to, as Scott says, it's hard to do inquiry with a needle in the arm. So it's not possible. So it's good to stop for third level addiction and then process. But with a milder addiction, the model is to, hey, use, don't. If you guys watch the videos, you will see that the focus is not on stopping on behavior, but processing the compulsion, the preoccupation, and the drivers. And then as we diminish what drives the addiction, there is natural less desire to go for it, and the body will naturally reject it. So for not so strong addiction, the idea is to use this inquiry, addiction inquiry, compulsion inquiry, before or after. Each time we use before or after. Okay, so let's do some more. And we can do several times. It's okay to, I don't want to do this. I don't want to smoke. Let's try again. I don't want to smoke this tobacco here. Oh, another thing is, that's interesting. When you have the compulsion, you can let it be here fully first, and then rate it from 0 to 10, how strong the compulsion is, from 1 to 10. I was like a 6 or 8 or 7 or whatever. And then you can rate afterwards. After you do this, we are still at the preoccupation inquiry. Let's do it again. You can replace your drug of choice, or write this inquiry down and do them on your own. I have no desire. I don't want to smoke tobacco. I have no need and no desire to smoke tobacco ever. Bullshit. I want it. Give it to me. I want to smoke. Just staying with this thought. I want to smoke. Letting it be here until it naturally fades away. I notice my energy of craving is less in the belly. Repeat the opposite. It's okay to smoke as much as I want. It's no problem smoking, it's okay. Not much comes. It's okay to smoke. Yeah, you're going to die anyway. It's okay. You can live your life. But let's know what you really want. These are thoughts are popping randomly in my head. I definitely notice diminishing of the energy of compulsion in the belly. All right, so this is just the first level. There are like about 3 levels of inquiries, so I'd like to go a little bit more. So let's do this. I bring up again the drug of choice, tobacco, in this case. And say this: there is nothing that smoking gives me. There's nothing that smoking gives me that I don't already have. I get to change my state. I get to change my state. That's what came. Let's just witness this. I get to change my state. This energy in my belly are back. There's nothing that smoking gives me. I'm getting nothing from smoking, which will be like a reversed utility inquiry. I'm getting nothing from smoking. No, I do get to, sometimes I feel, I feel a little yucky energy, or I have a feeling I don't want to feel. Yeah, it helps me escape some feeling, or All right, so it helps me escape some feeling. Just staying with this thought and change my state. Witnessing, not getting involved, not judging this thought. I don't need to smoke in order to escape some feeling. I don't need to escape any feeling. Yeah, I don't, but I do. I do escape feelings with substances sometimes. I do. It's an easy way. I like to take the easy way out. All right, this is the basically the addict mind talking. So it's precious to hear it. I want to get the easy way out. Witnessing and allowing this thought from awareness. What am I getting from believing this? I'm getting the easy way out. What do I get out of choosing the easy way out? I get to avoid unpleasantness, like my mother, like my father did, to avoid unpleasantness, having a little shot, having a little something. It's not their fault. I get to avoid some unpleasantness. Reversing this, I want to feel fully every feeling. I don't want to avoid any feeling by smoking. I don't want to avoid any feeling. I don't. My mind, my spiritual mind, my being agrees. I don't want to avoid anything anymore. Yeah, there, however, is something in the belly. Bring awareness there. I don't want to avoid any feeling. This thing in the belly were to say something. Yeah, but it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes. Letting this voice be here. It's okay. So, yeah, you see, we are getting now beyond preoccupation. We are going to something that drives it, which is like trying to change a state and avoid some feeling. We don't even know which feeling. So this is more usually correlated with, yeah, feelings from childhood or habits of avoiding feeling through addiction, which temporarily makes it go away. But then the feeling is there. So the more we resist or deal with feelings in this way, the feelings remain stuck. Yeah, so we see in this compulsion inquiry, we are not focusing on, hey man, you shouldn't do this, without focusing on the behavior. We are going in, mining out what drives it. And I can do another time later. Basically, we need to get to what are our drivers, which could be some deficiency story, like ongoing chronic feeling that, you know, I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, or there's something wrong with me. when we have thoughts like that, there's yucky feelings in the body that we try to escape. I don't know, for me, I'm alone. It's a deficiency story that was been persistent. Some other driver could be unprocessed trauma that we don't even know, but there's some stuff that spins out there that comes, and we are from one way regulate, self-regulate unskillfully with tobacco. It's fine to do it, but just like with breath work and positive affirmation from one angle, it's self-regulating unprocessed feeling, and of course a positive affirmation and perhaps meditation or hot yoga, it's less harmful for the body, but it's still some kind of not facing some stuff. So could be shame, could be guilt, could be any kind of unprocessed emotion, unprocessed feeling. So yeah, so we're just starting more like the level of compulsion. So it's recommended, if you have an addiction that you want to work with, the idea is to free oneself from the need to use. Anyway, watch the videos that we had discussion with Scott. We explain a lot there what's the point. But in terms of something to do while engaging in a substance is to, okay, do it, but process before or after, at least the compulsion one. I don't want to do this. I have no desire to watch porn now. See what comes up. And it's okay to watch as much porn as you want, or whatever, chocolate, I'm just giving examples, Facebook. And if I were to rate now, my level of compulsion is actually much less. I feel my body clearer. Yeah. All right. So I'll do some more on this. This is a long game. It's a long game, but it's a more skillful way to, instead of focusing the behavior, is to uncover what drives the behavior. And then when we process that pain, there's less need to escape the pain. Yeah, so then we get to this point, it's called a somatic know, where after I process some of these drivers of trauma, when I use it, it's like, I don't want to, that's enough. It comes like a no from within. Yeah. All right, so good luck. Ciao, ciao.